I recently got some required blood work done, and me and my phlebotomist, we just chat sometimes, the regular weather modification, bioweapons, solar light codes, because, Sedona. At one point, he gave me this look and he said, seemingly out of nowhere, "You are very powerful." And I said, "I know." And he told me, "You don't even smile when you say that." And I said, "I don't have to." After my visit, I realized that had it been a few years prior, this conversation would have probably gone a lot more differently. I probably would have smiled. I probably would have catered to their emotions and their feelings and their thoughts about it. I probably would have dimmed my light and my shine, and I probably would have apologized for even taking up space. And I definitely would have taken responsibility for managing other people's feelings and emotions. It took me years to deprogram myself from that disempowered empath matrix where I was responsible for other people's feelings, and instead I ended up taking responsibility of 100% myself and my power, and I stopped apologizing for it. Once I did that, it was like night and day. Instead, since my body and my energy and my power are so integrated into coherence now, it's no longer a question of will others like me or try and get others to like me or even people pleasing. It's about me in declaration of I am who I am, while being in the power of my abilities as an empath to pick up on what's going on in others and in the world without getting consumed by it like an energy sponge. Being in your power as an empath does not mean that you shut everyone and everything out of your life. I even taught that to one of my private clients because she had this understanding that since she's an empath, she was feeling very responsible for everyone's energies and she could feel everyone's energies and it was interrupting everything in her life. And so she created this layer of lead around her, which, yes, it shut out things and people that were not aligned for her, but it also shut off everything that was, including love. Being empowered as an empath affects everything in your life, including your spiritual business. It doesn't mean that you are shutting everything out or that you numb yourself to what's going on in the world or in your life, but that you are connected, but you are so dialed in to your own energy field, your own energy signature, and you're so aware of it that anything outside of that is something you're very discerning about. And that's why it's so important to be empowered as an empath, because you get to be very discerning with your own energy field, being so deeply connected in your energy, what that feels like, so that when you're interacting with your clients, you are really serving them to your highest versus taking on their own limiting beliefs around money, around belonging, around showing up in the world, and instead you are fully coaching them from a place of service. Don't be taken in by all the disempowered people on the planet who say that being an empath or being an introvert is a detriment or a curse in your life, especially if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, because when you are finally honed and in deep discernment with your energy and you're very connected with who you are and you're an empath and you're an introvert, that actually becomes a superpower.